Have you ever had a moment where you felt like life was almost listening to you? Like the moment you truly wanted something, the universe quietly started rearranging itself in your favor? Or maybe the opposite. The harder you chase something, the more it slipped away, as if reality itself was resisting you. What if I told you that both of these experiences are not random at all, that there's a hidden mechanism behind them, a system quietly shaping your life based on your thoughts, your emotions, and the choices you make every single day? This is where the idea of reality transurfing becomes deeply powerful, because it doesn't just talk about dreams or motivation. It explains why your reality behaves the way it does, and more importantly, how you can consciously influence it. Imagine standing in front of an infinite ocean, where every wave represents a different version of your life. In one wave, you are successful, confident, and fulfilled. In another, you are stuck, frustrated, and constantly struggling. Most people believe they are trapped in just one wave, forced to accept whatever comes. But what if the truth is, you are constantly moving between these waves without even realizing it? Every thought you entertain, every emotion you feed, every decision you make is silently shifting you from one version of reality to another. This is a space of variations, an invisible field of endless possibilities, where all potential outcomes already exist, waiting for you to align with them. Now here is where it gets interesting. Think about a time when you wanted something so badly that it started controlling you. Maybe it was money, success, love, or recognition. You thought about it all day. You worried about not getting it. You feared losing it before even having it. And what happened? Instead of coming closer, it felt like it moved further away. This is not bad luck. This is because when you attach too much importance to something, you create tension, and that tension pushes it away from you. It's like trying to hold water tightly in your hand. The harder you squeeze, the faster it slips through your fingers. On the other hand, think about something that came into your life effortlessly. Maybe you didn't even care that much, and suddenly it just happened. That's because your energy was calm, balanced, and aligned. You weren't chasing, you were allowing. This is one of the deepest secrets most people never understand. It's not about forcing reality, it's about aligning with it. But there's another hidden force working against you almost every day, and most people don't even notice it. These are what we can call pendulums, invisible structures created by collective thinking. Every trend, every social expectation, every argument, every drama you see online, these are all pendulums trying to pull your attention, your energy, and your emotions. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to get angry over something that doesn't even directly affect you? Or how quickly you get pulled into comparison when you see someone else's success? That's not accidental. These pendulums feed on your emotional reactions. The more you react, the stronger they become, and the further you drift away from your own path. This is why self-awareness becomes your greatest power. Because the moment you start observing your reactions instead of being controlled by them, everything changes. Instead of reacting with anger, you pause. Instead of chasing validation, you let it go. Instead of fearing loss, you trust the process. And in doing so, you stop feeding the forces that pull you away from your desired reality. There's a powerful example to understand this. Imagine two people facing the exact same situation. They both lose a job. The first person panics, thinks my life is ruined, and sinks into fear. The second person thinks, maybe this is opening a better path for me. Now, logically, both are in the same situation, but energetically, they are in completely different realities. One is aligning with failure and struggle, while the other is aligning with opportunity and growth. And over time, their outcomes will reflect that alignment. This is because your reality does not respond to what you want. It responds to who you are being. Your dominant thoughts, your emotional state, your inner dialogue. These are constantly sending signals, shaping the version of life you experience. It's like tuning a radio. If you keep tuning into fear, doubt, and frustration, you will keep receiving experiences that match that frequency. But if you start tuning into clarity, calmness, and confidence, a completely different reality begins to unfold. But here's where most people go wrong. They think they need to control everything. They try to plan every step, predict every outcome, and force life to behave according to their expectations. And when things don't go their way, they feel stressed, disappointed, and exhausted. But reality doesn't work like a machine. It works more like a flowing river. The more you try to control it, the more resistance you create. But when you learn to move with it, it starts carrying you forward. Think about a surfer in the ocean. The surfer doesn't control the wave. He doesn't fight it. He studies it, aligns with it, and then rides it. That's exactly how reality works. You don't control every detail, but you can align yourself in a way that allows reality to support you. And this is where intention becomes your guiding force. Intention is not just wishing or hoping. It is a clear, calm decision about what you want, without desperation, without fear. It's like setting a destination in your mind and then walking towards it with trust. When your intention is strong but your energy is balanced, reality begins to shift in subtle ways. Opportunities appear. People enter your life. Situations unfold in your favor, not because of luck, but because you are aligned. Another powerful shift happens when you stop trying to take energy from the world and start giving it. Most people walk into situations thinking, what can I get from this? But the real transformation begins when you ask, what can I bring into this? Whether it's value, kindness, creativity, or presence, when you focus on contributing instead of extracting, your entire energy changes. And surprisingly, that's when life starts giving back to you in ways you never expected. At a deeper level, this journey is not just about achieving goals. It's about transforming who you are. It's about becoming someone who is no longer controlled by fear, ego, or external validation. Someone who can stay calm in chaos, focus in distraction, and grounded in uncertainty. Because when you reach that level of self-mastery, you stop chasing reality, and reality starts aligning with you. There is also a hidden trap that many people fall into: the need to be right, the need to prove themselves, the need to win every argument. But every time you engage in this, you are feeding unnecessary importance, creating imbalance. And that imbalance pulls you away from your desired path. True power is not in proving yourself. It is in staying centered, even when you don't need to react. As you move forward on this path, something incredible begins to happen. You start noticing patterns. You become aware of how your thoughts shape your experiences. You catch yourself before reacting. You choose your responses more carefully. And slowly, you begin to feel a sense of control, not over the world, but over yourself. And that changes everything. Because in the end, reality transurfing is not about controlling life. It is about mastering your relationship with it. It is about understanding that you are not a victim of circumstances, but a participant in creation. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every choice you make is shaping the path you walk on. And when you truly understand this, when you stop resisting, stop chasing, and start aligning, life begins to feel different. Lighter, clearer, more intentional. You stop forcing things to happen and start allowing them to unfold. You stop reacting blindly and start choosing consciously. And in that moment, you realize something powerful, that the life you once thought was out of your control has been responding to you all along. So the real question is not whether you can change your reality. The real question is, are you ready to take responsibility for the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you choose? Because the moment you do, everything begins to change.